Ebola is kind of like dealing with anything that's fast and you can't see it. It's like electricity. Proceed with caution. Look, as someone who has been in funeral service, we believe and practice universal precautions because we never know what the cause of death was. Ebola is a very serious issue. I believe we are totally within our right to prevent travelers, civilian travelers, from coming from those Western African nations into this country until we know for sure, without question, that they do not carry the Ebola virus. I was bothered this morning, as I'm sure many of you were, that we now know the second healthcare worker in Dallas has contracted Ebola. I think that, look, and I'm pleased that the Congress that I voted yes for earlier in the year, that we increased funding to the CDC by 8.2%. It's not a funding issue. It's taking this issue seriously and practicing universal precautions. And I think that we have to practice, we can't be safe enough here.
Gwen, the administration has said that it doesn't want to restrict flights from West Africa because it would complicate the relief efforts. But 13 other countries have done so. We now have 1,000 people coming from Sierra Leone and Liberia a week. Do you think the administration has not been prudent enough? What is your view?
I agree with Congressman Southerland. The number one priority is to protect Americans here. And until we have the situation under control, I do not believe we should be allowing people to come into this country who have traveled to country where Ebola is in such an outbreak position. I do think we should quarantine them, make sure that they are free and healthy before we let them back into the country. That just makes sense. As the fear of Ebola outbreak here in America grows, we need to be taking every step that we can to make sure that we're protecting the American people here, and that seems like a reasonable step to take.